It's twitch.tv and then / Uber John's Rodeo. That's what I call the show because driving for Uber is kind of like being at a rodeo. You know, it's 8 seconds of excitement followed by a waiting period until the next person gets on a ball.
Right.
So we're gonna get on the VW Parkway. We're going into Baltimore, right?
Yeah, that should be I think it's the Days Inn right across from the convention center.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. What are you in town for?
I'm here for work. I actually work in the film and television industry. So.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Mostly camera operation.
I knew a guy when I was doing. I had a catering business down in Annapolis, and one of the places I delivered a lot of donuts to the courthouse. And the guy that would come out to the courthouse was a cameraman for one of the news stations, and he freelanced, but I got to know him over a period of years of being down there all the time, and that was kind of cool. So who do you work for? Are you independent?
Yeah, I freelance.
Okay.
So just whoever hires me, you know, I'm based in Nashville, Tennessee, so there's about 4 or 5 companies there that I work for pretty regularly, and then random ones come in from out of state, and they'll, you know, it's all about just people throw your name out there, and there's just random people calling you all the time for this.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, I mean, you know, like this job for me came up a week ago. You know, like, hey, you want to go to Baltimore for 2 weeks?
So what's going on in Baltimore that they're?
I don't think it's anything exciting, man. Honestly, sometimes they give me info on the jobs, and other times they tell me like you're operating a camera or you're, you know, doing this, doing that. This is at the convention center. I'm pretty sure it's a corporate job, so it'll probably be a guy at a podium, and they're going over, you know, it could be a number of things, but it's nothing. Nothing
so
crazy.
What kind of equipment do you have to have in order to do that? Do you own your own equipment and then you just...
I personally do not.
Okay.
Basically, whatever company hires me, they supply the equipment. They hire me to operate it, whatever. When I first started out, you know, I had my own little camera and I would shoot weddings and music videos. I've done 7 short films as well, like directed and written. Because film is really where my heart is. It's just there's more money right now where I'm at in broadcast.
Right.
But yeah, they supply the gear, so I mean, you know, they're big. Like last night, I did the fireworks show downtown on Broadway in Nashville.
Wow.
And, you know, I was one of the handheld camera guys, so I have, you know, big camera on my shoulder. That's usually what I operate. They're, you know, big ones on the shoulder. I'll be on a tripod. You know, I did the Titans as well in Nashville. I'm one of the camera operators there, and I'm on a big tripod camera on low end zone. So it's always different, man. They, you know.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
So this is a great platform to be able to say what you do or put your name out there, because as people will start to go back and watch, what I do is I do the live stream on Twitch, and then I take those videos and I edit them, and then I put them over on YouTube, Twitter,
like
Facebook.
Compilation type thing.
Well, no, more like giving individual. In other words, I might take a 30 or 40 minute ride, but there's maybe 10 minutes of it that's really funny or whatever, and so I'll take just that clip and I'll put it over there. Sometimes I do the whole video, but then I name it so that people have an idea what it is that they're watching.
Gotcha.
And I know that I'm better at naming them than I am at having it be really exciting. So people will look at it and go,
the names down. You're like, oh, this sounds awesome.
Chiropractic karaoke. Wonder what that is, you know? And that one's a good one. That's, you know, a couple of girls that are doing karaoke while I'm taking her to the chiropractor.
That's fun.
But I try and make it all, you know,
have fun with it.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the ones that I have was picking up the Mud Princess at the Preakness, and it was raining all day at the Preakness, and so everybody came out and they were muddy, and I was having to clean people off their feet and everything. It was kind of a crazy day.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
There's some good stuff on there. I think there's some pretty funny stuff. A lot of it can be boring sometimes, but it gives people a chance to really kind of just say whatever they want, say what they think, and I haven't been doing too much driving at night because it's so dark in here. I'm waiting to get some lighting in here. Yeah, there's some guys that have been doing that, so I'm just trying to do my research. But I'm just using a couple little C920 webcams.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to try and find something a little better. So if you have any ideas, or if you have knowledge about what cameras might be really good for what I do and being able to mount them in here, I'd really be interested in knowing that.
I don't think I can help you out in that retrospect, just because cameras that small are like little webcams, like I don't really know much about. I would say almost a GoPro, but there is a Marshall. The brand is Marshall, and they're little POV point of view cameras.
Right.
They're smaller than that. Little V square cameras. We actually use them on a lot of shows. You know, we'll be doing music on stage, and we'll mount them with the magic arm to the drum set and have a drum set shot or whatever.
Oh wow.
It's a it's a professional grade camera. I don't know how all out you're wanting to go. That's probably the only one that I have worked with several times.
Well, the thing that I want to make sure of, and I know that when people do videos with GoPros,
it's so wide angle.
It is. It's good, and it's also because it's such a short thing, it widens it up. You can see clearly.
Yeah.
But the sound on it is really good, and the sound on these isn't as good as I'd like it to be.
Yeah.
But the biggest challenge is that if I get more cameras, the amount of data that we're having to send out. So right now we're going through, if I do 30 hours a week of video, it's about 150 gigabytes a month in data stream. So
you add in other factors and it'll be even more,
Yeah, But what I do is I get the stream going here and then just send it out as one stream of multiple cameras. So that's been the best thing to do. We originally were going to do each camera send a stream back to a home base and then try and combine them there. But I think it's better to just combine them here and get it figured out. But I don't know.
Cool. How long have you been driving Uber?
I started driving about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then let's see, a little bit of issue with it coming in. There we go. At the very beginning, first day I drove, it said this needs to be a TV show. And then, I kept watching for one, and it never happened. And my job took me away from it for a while. And then when I started back about 6 months ago, I decided that I would do a live stream, and it took a little while to get it all figured out. It's not an easy thing to live stream while you're driving, and occasionally it gets a little glitchy. Yeah. Especially because I'm using hotspots on my phones. Yeah. So if I can get a way to do a mobile hotspot that's a strong signal, I think that'll solve the problem. But I got to get some people following and watching, so that once I get enough people where I can actually make some money at it, then I'll buy some expensive equipment and have some more fun with it.
You want to see a little bit of a following with it before you start just throwing money into it. Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to get people to follow and people to watch, and you never know how many you're going to be watching, but the important thing to be able to make money at it is you got to either on YouTube get them to subscribe and then get lots of views, or on Twitch you have to get them to follow and then subscribe on there, because you can get subscriptions that actually sign up and pay money for it. But you need about 1,000 people before you can start monetizing the advertising. That's
Well, I've traveled a lot of places. I've been in a bunch of. This is the first time I've seen anyone doing this. So I'm sure some.
I'm it, man. I'm the only guy that's live streaming Uber and Lyft rides, and if there's anybody else that's doing anything, what they're doing is using dash cams and recording it and editing it and then playing it back on one of the channels. But I am the only guy that's doing it on Twitch, and Twitch is the main platform for live streaming right now. And I mean, people are doing it on YouTube. And people will live stream on YouTube, but it's with their phone, and it's not a set, going. So you'll get somebody that may do a live stream while they're hand holding their phone, something happened, or an accident, or something else going on, but there's nobody that's doing this on a regular basis.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm definitely not seeing it. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of the Taxi Cab Confession show or whatever.
Cash Cab,
all those that they used to do.
Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking when people first get in, because I've got 10 seconds to explain what I'm doing and make them feel safe doing it. And most people do agree. I've only had 4 or 5 people that said, "Nah, I really don't want to." But
I was almost one of them.
Yeah, no, and there was a girl that started off the same way, and she goes, after we talked for literally 30 seconds, just like you and I, she's like, "All right, I'll do it."
Yeah.
And she's this huge Edgar Allan Poe fan,
Uh-huh.
and so she was talking about Edgar Allan Poe and just all the different things about it. It was a really interesting conversation, and I'm glad we got it on live stream. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
But live stream does make it permanent. There's it's there. It actually will go away after 60 days.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to watch it on Twitch for 60 days unless I make it a highlight. If I make it a highlight, it goes into a highlight thing. But if you put something on YouTube, it's there forever. Right. They own it.
Yeah.
They actually own it, and that's all there is to say about that.
Yeah.
So you can't. But I think the hardest thing for me was watching myself when I thought that I was being a certain way and realizing, no, you were kind of. So the one ride that I was telling you about earlier, I picked the people up at the Preakness.
Yeah.
And when I finally got the last girl in, I shut the door, and as I'm walking around the car, she was like, "Dan, did you hear the way that guy was talking to me?" I don't think she knew really yet that she was on camera.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, and when I got in, I couldn't deny she wasn't wrong. I was like, wow, I didn't see myself talking that way, but I can see how she saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it really, it definitely makes you think about what's going on, and but all the young people today, they're so used to everybody live streaming, they behave as if they're already on camera.
Yeah, it's second nature for the most part.
It's crazy.
It's so common.
So I know that your hotel is down here, but there's no way to pull into the entry, so it's got me going up a block or two.
Okay.
And then turn it right, and then I'll be able to turn right into it.
Are there any gas stations close by here, do you know? I mean, not asking you to stop, I'm just curious, like if there's any walking distance.
There were, I don't think that there's any, but there may be some convenience stores.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for?
Cigar.
A cigar?
Black and mild cigars, that's what those every now and then.
Oh, man. I normally carry a humidor.
Oh, yeah?
With me. I carry a little portable humidor.
Yeah.
And I just realized I forgot to throw it in here. I'd have given you a cigar.
Oh, man,
I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good.
There is a club that is here that is a cigar shop.
Oh, yeah?
And it is a 4-level place, and it's literally right around here, and I couldn't tell you what the address is. But it's it's got a barber shop, it's got a cigar shop. I'm sure the concierge will know about it.
Yeah.
And it's no more than a 2-block walk from where we're going.
Awesome.
I think it's like, it may be right across the street from where you're going. It may be over on or maybe a couple 3 blocks.
Yeah,
but
that's not bad though.
I have not been there yet, but some of my customers have been in, and I'm very excited about trying to get there. It's pretty cool. So everything's a one-way street here.
Let's see that.
We're going to turn on Baltimore and then head down, even though that road is a one-way the right way. It's a short street that ends right there. So every time I drive for Uber, every single time, I end up in either Baltimore or Washington or both.
Yeah, so how far is Washington from here?
It's not that far. It's about
close,
35 miles.
Yeah,
It's about a 40-minute drive, but the traffic is always hit or miss. It could take you an hour and a half, or it could take you 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was in D.C. last year for a job as well, and I didn't get to explore as much as I wanted to. I'm here for about 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
wow.
or it's about 11 days, rounding up to 2 weeks. I don't even know what it is. The guy, there's another guy I'm working with who's driving a box truck up right now from Nashville with all the like gear in it, you know.
Right.
He has all the details. He basically gave me my flight and my hotel information. Just like, here's that, and here's how much you'll make, and
Well, if you guys are looking to do some exploring, I would definitely recommend coming down to my neck of the woods, down to Annapolis.
Okay.
And
Annapolis
that's
is
where
that Naval Academy.
The Naval Academy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
I was disappointed when I was in D.C. I got to, I went to the Washington Monument and Lincoln Memorial and stuff. I didn't get to. There's so much to do there.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do near as much as I wanted to.
But Annapolis is really cool because it's a very small town. They've got some cobblestone streets, but they're not like the ones that are down here that you can't drive over without rattling your head out of your or teeth out of your head. It's lots of great restaurants. You can walk from one end of downtown to the other end in 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Love that.
And everything is all concentrated. And
that's exactly how Nashville is. That's the beauty of the downtown Nashville is it's so small and compact. That you can get anywhere pretty fast.
I love downtown Nashville.
Yeah.
I was there 3 years ago.
Yeah.
My son was playing in the chess nationals down there, and they do it over at the Gaylord.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got and they've got a convention over there. So I took a shuttle and just took it all the way down to downtown one afternoon, and it was amazing. I was just all the music that was just on the street, just
so
smoking a cigar and walking around downtown. It was awesome. Walk up to where the football team plays, and it was so much fun.
It is I've lived there my entire life, so I've definitely seen it change a lot. But the whole music aspect sets it apart from every city. Because, like you said, you can walk anywhere, and you just hear music.
This is where we're going, right? Days in?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it's a little difficult to get in here unless you go around the way I just went. And I think maybe it might have even come in the wrong way. But you know what? Oh, we're good. I think I should have gone down to there and come back up this way.
I appreciate the ride, man. I'll definitely look at your car and go check out everything you do.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet you.
Man, I hope it goes well for you.
Well, it's going to go. I'm having fun doing it, so that's the only thing that I really matters to me. All right. That was awesome. We ended up